Hey everyone, it's Elise here. I am here today to do a workshop on these cute little paper fortune puppets. I don't know if you remember making these in grade school, these little like paper fortunes, but this is kind of what inspired the idea because to me they look like moving mouth puppets. You see how they kind of talk like that. But yeah, so today we're going to be doing that. All you really need is a piece of paper. I have a hot glue gun here, but you can use tape or a glue stick if you'd like. I have my watercolors and my creativity. That's about it. It should be noted that you don't have to use watercolor if you don't want to. Markers would work just fine, but I do like watercolor just because it's pretty and fast, and it's honestly one of the things I had ready for me here. But yeah, let's get started. If you have any questions or anything, please feel free to just like pop them in the chat. I can see it, so I will answer them as they come up. But yeah, so start thinking about what kind of animal you want. So here we go. We have our piece of paper, right? So we're just going to start off by making like a basic paper fortune. That's my puppet. This little guy right here. So all you're going to do, you're going to have to make a square first, right? So you have this piece of paper, you take this corner right here and just fold it down and align it with the edge. So you're getting something that kind of looks like that. Sorry, it's kind of hard to fold paper when I have to like show it to the camera. So I'm going to be switching back and forth a lot. That is a rectangle, I know, Rob. Soon it won't be though. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, you do have to have scissors too, right here. So now you have this little weird shape. So you're just gonna trim this part off right here. And you're gonna wanna save this little scrap because in the end, after we've painted our puppet and everything, we're gonna add some little like extra fun details to it. So like, I don't know, if you wanted to make a dog, you could add a little nose or some whiskers or ears. But yeah, so now we have our little square. Woohoo! Geometry. And remember, save the scrap just so we can use it in the future. All right, so I'm gonna lay that square flat down on the page now, or on my desk now. And then I just want to create like another little seam just so it's nice and symmetrical. So I'm just gonna take this edge right here and fold it into this edge. And I'm just gonna press that. There we go. So now you should have something that kind of more or less looks like this. All right, so now this is pretty easy. Paper fortunes look harder than they are. All you're gonna do is you're gonna take the corners of each corner on this and fold it into the center. So I'll do one, show you what it looks like, just because I'm a visual learner, so I get it if you are too. Here you go. So kind of do that, but for every single side. Just like so. And if you need me to like slow down or repeat a part of the process, you can totally say that, and I will, because I know that can be kind of hard. And then also, if you want, you can just totally Google paper fortune tellers instructions if you kind of need more pictures rather than a video to learn. Because I bet Google has a lot of good instructions for that. All right, so now I have folded this. It should look like a little square with these little tabs and whatnot. Then I'm gonna have you flip it over like this. And now we're going to do the same exact thing. We're just going to take these corners and fold it into the center right here. So yeah, pretty simple. Try to just like make sure you're doing it well, because if you kind of like mess up on the folds and everything, sometimes the paper fortune doesn't really like to function, but it should be fine. This is a very simple origami thing, so yeah. Paper is not cooperating right now. Almost there. Sorry, guys. All right. And now we have an even smaller square. Whoa, it's super cool. All right, so now that you have this, and this side should kind of look like that with these little tabs. This is where your fingers are gonna go. And you have these little things right here. So yeah, now you're just gonna fold it. You're like at the very last step. Good job if you made it this far. So now you're gonna, as I said, these are gonna be the little tabs for your fingers. That's like the side with the paper that's kind of laying more flat on the square. So you're just gonna take this, and you want these on the outside, and you're just gonna fold it inside, like so. Here we go. So now it should look like that. And now, for the big reveal, you're gonna put your fingers in the little slips, like I'm doing. This kind of takes just like a weird moment of finagling, but as soon as you get it, you are golden. And then you bend it. So it looks like that. Woohoo! We made a little puppet already. All right, there we go. So you should have something that resembles that. Again, if you don't, because it is really easy to like mess up in origami, you can just kind of go Google paper fortune tellers, and that should get you like, results. But yeah, so now we're gonna decorate. As you can see, it already definitely looks like a puppet. Like you could, even if you don't really feel like painting anything, you could leave this as a puppet. Or if you don't like puppets, I don't know why you'd be here, but you could just, use this as a paper fortune teller. I think puppets are more fun though, so that's what we're gonna do. So now I have this, and we're gonna turn it into an animal, or I suppose you could make a monster, or you could even try a person. I don't know, it's kind of up to you. But yeah, do you guys have any animal suggestions? Like, just throw it in the comments while I start to think about it. I'm gonna guess it's gonna take a little bit for comments. I'm gonna make, see, here's the interesting thing. This kind of has like a shape to it already. You see how it's kind of pointy? I feel like you couldn't really do like any kind of animal, like maybe a pug or like a flat-faced dog wouldn't really work on this because it's so pointy. Maybe like a bird would work, or that's why I did a lizard for my first one, because they kind of have pointier faces. But yeah, all right. My grandmother, Judith Vickers, wants me to do a lion. So I guess I will do, oh my gosh, I got so many comments here. I guess I said I'd do a lion, so I'll do a lion. Okay, so now we're gonna turn this into a lion. I'm gonna get my paint here and this. And remember, you can honestly do any animal you want, but it does take a little bit of planning ahead, because even though this is kind of like a cute little fast puppet, you do kind of have to like plan just to make sure it's gonna look good. But yeah, so the first thing we want to do is just kind of plan the eyes, because like we have to plan the eyes and kind of do them first, because afterwards we're gonna like paint the base of this, and if you paint the base like orange, which is what I'm gonna do for a lion, then I won't be able to do the eyes, because like if I wanted to do them yellow, because yellow won't work with over orange. So I'm gonna take a pencil, and a general thing with puppets is that you kind of want to like look at them, like the center of this would kind of be where the eyes are. So just kind of like mark that area. I have to kind of think about what kind of shape I want the eyes. Let's see. I'm gonna do them kind of cat-like and like slanted. It is kind of hard to like get them symmetrical if you're just freehanding it, but do your best. It's just a puppet. All right, so I've kind of like marked some eyes that I like there. We'll see if it works. Okay, now I'm gonna get my paint, and I'm gonna paint the eyes. So I think I want like bright yellow eyes, and then like a black pupil in the center. So let me just do that. All right. And also a general rule with watercolor, if you're using that, is to use not as much water as you think, because these are paper, so it will kind of like warp the paper if you're doing watercolor and you use too much water. So I'm trying to not use a whole lot, just because I'm afraid of that happening. All right. My eyes are not looking super symmetrical. That's okay. All right, so now that we have the eyes kind of marked out, you don't have to finish them right now because honestly, eyes, as we know, are kind of like one of the last things you add on to a puppet. So I'm not gonna do the pupils right now. We're gonna wait to kind of see what that looks like. So yeah, I am going to, now that I've placed the eyes, we kind of gotta decide what shape a lion might take. So obviously I'm thinking, when I hear lion, I'm thinking like big mane, and this doesn't currently look like it has a mane, right? So this is where this piece of paper comes in handy. I am going to cut out probably like, I don't know, a circle of some sort to add to this to give it like the look of a mane. I also just realized that I forgot a step. You see how it's doing like this separating right now, which we don't love because this is not a paper fortune, it's a puppet now. This is where the glue comes in. We're just going to take the glue and glue these seams really fast so it sticks together, so we don't have to like worry about it separating when we're doing that. So I'm just going to add a little bit of glue right here. And again, if you don't have a glue stick, honestly, like anything will work, like tape or something. I just like hot glue because it's easy. All right, so now that I have that, I'm going to do this part. All right. Just has to dry for a second. Or ovals if you're a fan, that's funny. All right, so we got this. Now it's not gonna like separate or anything, which is good. All right, so now I can add the mane and everything. Kind of like, I'm gonna like hold it up here, just kind of, I think I might kind of do like a half circle around there. So here's what I'm gonna do for that. I'm just gonna kind of like place it an eyeball where I should probably cut. If you were being fancier, you'd probably just, I don't know, mark it with like with pen or something. So I'm looking at like right here. And I'm gonna like kind of give this mane some texture, like a zigzaggy. And I don't know what kind of animals you guys are doing, if you are, but maybe you're adding like ears right now. Kind of up to you. Horns if you're doing like some kind of reptile or something. All right, so I have this now. Let's see. Do I like that? Oops, it's the wrong side. All right, I'm also gonna cut a little slit because, as we know, these aren't the perfect puppet. We're gonna have this little like seam right here. So I just wanna make sure that this is gonna slide in. So I'm gonna cut that little seam. But if you're doing ears or something, you totally don't need that. All right, let's see. Do I like the way that kind of looks? Oh my God, I did it upside down again. I can't keep track of my own puppet. There we go. Yeah, I feel like that looks fairly lion-like. Now I'm just gonna trim the actual base of it just a little bit to fit that. Let's see. There we go. I'm also going to trim the bottom of the jaw just because this doesn't look too, I don't know, lion-like. But I am going to keep it fairly circular because I want that to kind of look like a thick mane. Let's see. There we go. All right, so I've done that. Now I'm going to glue in my little mane. So I'm just going to add 2 little dollops of glue to this. There we go. All right. That looks pretty mane-like, right? Let me trim this little bit right here. All right. I am satisfied with that shape. I think that's fun. I'm just going to seal down the sides really quickly too, because that's a little bit better. There we go. Cool. All right, we've got that now. I am going to choose to add on a little nose in the end just because I think that's cute, but we want to do that after we've painted the base and everything because, again, that's kind of like an add-on. So ooh, I got hot glue in my hair. That's cool. Love it when that happens. All right. So I'm going to paint the base now. I'm going to do like a light orange lion. And then we'll do like the mane too, and that'll be cool. So yeah, with watercolor, I chose watercolor because I like the kind of like that look of it. Like it's not so uniform, kind of looks more realistic and everything. But you can do whatever you want. I'm gonna kind of like paint it with these little strokes to kind of give it the appearance of fur. It's also really fast, so. There we go. Thanks for the jokes in the comment, guys. Like it's keeping me entertained. All right, so I've done the top of the head, this like orangey color. It's too bad. It looks better in person, but my camera's not looking too good. I'm just gonna add it to the bottom too. I'm gonna paint the mane a darker orange, which is why I'm kind of like holding off on doing this top bit here. Let's see. All right. I like the look of that now. All right, I'm gonna let that bit dry a little bit, and now I'm gonna paint the inside of the mouth. So the inside of the mouth is super important, even though we kind of might not think it would. Pink mouth on the inside. I hope my internet's okay. It just said that it was reconnecting, so I don't know. The joys of doing art at home or online. All right, so I'm gonna paint the pink now. And because we like dimension in puppets, I'm gonna do the mouth like a light pink, and then I'm gonna go back in and add some dark pink kind of towards the back so it looks like, you know, like you get a deeper mouth feel. It's so weird. Freeze. All right. And I've decorated that. Something cute I saw was you could also, if you like wanted to give the appearance of teeth or something, you could kind of do like a zigzag like right here with the white, and that would be cool. All right, so now I have that. I'm just gonna add that like a dark pink color in the back of the mouth. It's a big scary lion, right? It has to have a scary mouth. All right, so now we kind of have that. That looks cool, right? All right, so now I'm gonna go back in and add the mane. And if you guys have any questions about like, I don't know, how you want to decorate your own, please feel free to add them into the comments. I know that not everyone's doing a lion, so. Yeah. Oh yeah, look at this nice orange color. So yeah, I'm doing the same like brush stroke like quickly just to kind of give it that fur feel. It's looking good already. All right, so I've done that, and I'm just gonna add it to the bottom too, right? Because lions have manes underneath their necks. I think they do. Yeah, okay. Could be wrong, but I don't know. I'm a puppeteer, I'm not a zoologist.